So you're going through a bad patch. Something's happened in your life that's making you extremely upset, or that's made you extremely upset, and you feel very upset about it. You feel almost depressed about it. You feel like you're in a mess and you do not know what to do about it. And you constantly, ask yourself, will this phase come to an end? Will I see the light at the end of the tunnel like everyone else says? I was in your position in 2022. I remember the house could be filled with more than 20 people and I would feel alone. I would I would do this thing where I would keep praying to God and I would keep asking God, when will this come to an end? Is this the way it's supposed to be? Why is this happening to me? And I'd constantly, and I wouldn't even call it praying. I did it so often every single day. It was almost as if I was talking to God. A part of me was like, it's got to be all right. You can't go through the same patch in life. I mean, for the rest of your life, things have got to change. And a part of me kind of thought that, but another part of me was like, okay, well, nothing seems like it's gonna happen. Every day seemed to be getting worse. The smallest things seemed to be going bad for me, and I just did not know what to do. I sucked at school. I had no goals. My girlfriend broke up with me. I was lonely as hell. I sucked at studies. I just was a nobody. I remember I would often go to events, family functions and stuff, and I would often question why I went there because it wasn't like the people were inviting me. The reason I'm going there is because my family is important for that function, So often I just feel this wave of uselessness. I remember one event, I literally went out of the event, like out the door, and I cried because I felt so damn useless. I was just a good kid, who just kept his mouth shut and hid all his emotions really freaking well. Guess what? I'm here now. I'm much happier. I have goals that I never thought for a second I could even think of achieving. I have huge goals and I see my life changing drastically this very year. And I feel like I've come out of that dark tunnel. And it can happen for you too, that? It really can. I know that it feels difficult because you feel like you're in this constant mess of problems that you do not know how to solve, you do not know how to come out of, and it feels like nothing's gonna go well. But times do change. Every setback, I often think of this phrase that every setback has a comeback. Every time you go through a dip in life, you will come back up. Why don't you think back to a time in your life when it seemed very similar? It seemed like everything around you was falling apart. You came out of that, didn't you? So why can't you do it again? In life, I think many things are not going to stay the same. Obviously, very few things like your family, people very close to you. Um, Certain things, if you take care of it, it can stay the same. But majority of the things are not going to be the same. Your mood, your level of happiness, these things are always going to go up and down. But what you got to realize is, throughout life, through these up and downs, you have to get better at dealing with the downs and the ups. You have to get better at dealing with them. That's the only thing that changes. What actually happens in your life will not change. You will go out, you will be happy in certain situations, you will be upset, you'll be depressed, you'll be lonely, and one end you feel like you have everyone who loves you, and the other end you feel like no one loves you. It's just a matter of dealing with those, getting better at dealing with those issues. And whatever situation you are in right now, you will come out of it. Whatever is going on in your life, man, I'm telling you right now, you will come out of it. I wish there was someone to tell me this 2 years back when I was in this position, because I badly needed to watch something like this, and I hope I can help you. But yeah, just my advice would be to be a good guy or girl, whatever you are. Be a good person. Good people will win. Bye.